faculty left double angle bracket faculty of food technology right double angle bracket department left double angle bracket technology of food products right double angle bracket discipline sanitation and hygiene in livestock facilities lecture 10 hygienic assessment of a livestock facility. Есенқұлова Ж Ж Cand. Of Agricultural Science, ASOC. Prof. Lecture Plan 1. The technology of keeping and using animals on the farm, its advantages and disadvantages in terms of maintaining health and increasing productivity. 2. Animal skin and limb care. 3. Exercise and its significance for the body of farm animals. Organization of exercise. 4. Sanitary day on the farm and its significance. The productivity and health of agricultural projects of animals and poultry largely depend on the sanitary and hygienic condition of the premises, hygiene of the maintenance, feeding and watering. In order to ensure high productivity and active disease prevention, veterinarians must constantly monitor compliance with sanitary and hygienic requirements and norms during the construction and operation of existing farms and complexes, in order to prevent violations during the construction of premises, and take timely measures to maintain sanitary and hygienic order on farms, and create conditions for animals and birds that meet zoohygienic requirements. The following points need serious emphasis before the building is constructed. The land at which animal building is proposed to be built should not be uneven or undulating topography. It has been observed that land which has low and high altitude normally have waterlogging problems. The not so well drained area can cause the outbreak of waterborne diseases. Farm buildings should be at a raised area. A relatively level area requires less site preparation expenses, thus lowering the building construction costs. The land should be porous and the slope gentle, so that rainwater as well as the liquid excreta is drained off towards agricultural units, and the buildings remain dry. Animal health will remain all right if the area remains dry and well drained. Size and slope of the area. The area selected should have adequate size depending on the number of animals proposed to be kept. The farm should be on one side of the road and away from the railway track. The slope should be gentle, so that excreta are drained off. I. Grouping of buildings. The different sheds or pens of the dairy farm have to be grouped in such a way that they are most amenable to successful management and labor utilization. The sheds with most intense activity every day, like the milking shed, milk animal shed, young calf shed and sick animal shed, should be closest to the manger or owner or watchman's dwelling, so that close attention can be paid. For the same reason, the down carver, cows about to calve, should also be nearer. Sheds of animals that do not need intense supervision like dry animal shed, older calf shed and bullock shed can be a bit away. Shed for newly purchased animals and animals with infectious diseases should be far away to prevent other animals contacting infectious diseases. Space requirements. The loose housing system is considered to be better. Adult cow needs 3.5 sq meter and adult buffalo needs 4 sq meter space, table 33. The livestock houses should be at higher place and have adequate drainage, so that dung and urine should not be accumulated. The floor should not be slippery. Trees should be planted for protection from direct solar radiation and as wind break. If possible, fan and mist cooling system should be provided for high-producing animals. The housing systems are different for various climate zones of our country. Livestock farms and complexes are divided into the following types. By main specialization for the production of milk, beef, pork, wool, eggs, etc. By the level of specialization with a completed technological cycle, or specialized at separate stages of the technological cycle. By size small, medium, large. By the type of animals kept: cattle farms, pig farms, poultry farms, small cattle farms, horse breeding, camel breeding, animal breeding, beekeeping, fish farms, etc. The master plan of the farm and the requirements for its design. Windows provide natural lighting of the premises, but as an external fence they let in a significant amount of heat. Windows with double frames are made in maternity wards, dispensaries, mother pigsties. This reduces heat loss by 70% and improves the illumination of the premises by reducing the formation of ice on the glass. Ceilings are made of materials with low thermal conductivity and high moisture capacity. The best material is wood. The roof is made of iron, slate, tiles, roofing material, reeds, wood chips. When installing roofs, it is necessary to take into account the requirement to withstand the severity of the snow-covered. Glass, wool, polystyrene, foam, fibrillite, etc. are used as insulation materials with a layer of 12 to 18 centimeters. For the purpose of fire safety, fire-resistant materials are used for a combined roof. Asbestos cement wavy plates, rolled, reinforced glass materials. The main production buildings and structures include rooms for animals, maternity wards, walking and feeding grounds, milking parlors with pre-milking areas, artificial insemination points. Auxiliary industrial buildings are considered feed shops, car hangars, sewers, structures for water supply, electricity and heat supply, internal paved driveways and farm restrictions, feed storages, manure storage and equipment storage. Sites. Auxiliary premises include office and household premises. Pigsties are divided into mother pigsties and fattening pigsties. The queen pigs contain single and pregnant queens in group machines, with 3 queens with piglets up to 2 months of age, and individual machines with 1 uterus, with piglets up to 2 weeks of age. Typical projects of mother pigsties have been developed for 50 and 100 sows. Pig stables feedlots for 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 heads are planned depending on the methods of keeping and types of feeding of pigs. In case of large group pig-free maintenance, with feeding of pigs with dry and green feeds, a stationary feed dispenser, automatic watering machines, and a conveyor for removing manure, are placed inside the pigsty feedlot. The rest of the space in the pigsty is allocated for less. The norm of floor area per animal is 0.65–0.7 meters, of which 0.45–0.5 meters is taxed. A hygienic assessment of the main room. The purpose, type and capacity of the object and the location along the axis in relation to the cardinal directions. Methods of keeping animals in this room: tethered, loose, boxed, individual, group, floor, cellular, and on a deep litter. Planned productivity of animals: length, width, internal height of the room, its height in the ridge. Foundation structure. Type, use of materials, depth of laying. Exterior walls. Construction, what materials, thickness, hydro and vapor barrier, thermal conductivity coefficient, right double angle bracket. Heat transfer resistance, R0. Six. Overlap. Attic, combined, type of structures, insulation and its thickness, in the presence of an attic, its use, heat protective properties of the materials used. 7. Roof. Type of roof, materials, design features in this room. 8. Floors. Features of their arrangement in different parts of the room, the use of materials, performance qualities. Strength, water resistance, thermal conductivity, durability. 9. Vestibules and gates. The number and their placement, basic measurements, depth, width, height, the use of materials. 10. Placement of individual parts and buildings for industrial purposes. Utility and auxiliary rooms of this building. 11. The area of the room per animal head. 12. Placement of sections for animals, the location of stands, machines, boxes and passages. Feed, manure, transverse, longitudinal, etc. 13. The device cost, boxes, machines, cages and feeders. Type of material, design, feature. The choice of a tethered device or a retainer for animals. Microclimate Optimization 1. Specify in the project the optimal parameters of the microclimate for the animals of this room. Temperature, relative humidity, air movement, illumination, gas composition of the air, dustiness of the air, microbial contamination. Point 2. Illumination of the room. Natural, artificial. Windows. Size, type, shape, total light area, illumination of the room, type of glazing, single, double. Power supply and artificial lighting, the number of light bulbs, their power, lighting intensity, type of lighting devices. Point 3. Ventilation device and equipment. Determine the hourly volume of ventilation by carbon dioxide or air humidity. Calculate the multiplicity of air exchange per hour, the volume of air exchange per hour, the exchange of air exchange per 100 weight of live animal weight, in chickens per 1 kilogram of live weight. Determine the total cross-sectional area of exhaust and supply channels, as well as their number during ventilation with the natural impulse. Calculate the number of fans in a room with forced air exchange. Zoohygienic assessment of the technology of keeping and conditions of animal care. Questions the technology of keeping and using animals on the farm, its advantages and disadvantages, in terms of maintaining health and increasing productivity. Animal skin and limb care exercise and its significance for the body of farm animals. Organization of exercise sanitary day on the farm and its significance. Bibliography management and welfare of farmer animals. U4 Animal Welfare Series. Wiley-Blackwell Methods to Analyze Agricultural Commodity Price Volatility, the Production Technology of Functional Food Products from Raw Materials of Plant and Animal Origin. Thank you for your attention. Consultations. Almaty, Reinbeck Ave. 348 Building 2,208.